All right, everyone, welcome to St. Louis Rockets versus Afton All-Americans here in Creve Coeur Ice Rink. It's like Salmons and English starting it on defense. DeBro, Brown, and Boschert on offense. Afton passes across. Shot deflected out in front. Back again, shot. Brown with the shot gets deflected out in front. Boschert with another shot. Salmon steps up and shoots it. Just missed by Brown on the way by. Salmons tries to shoot another shot, gets deflected out in front. Boschert back to DeBro to English. Shot, wide right. Salmon stepping up. Loses the blue line. Afton's head the other way. Boschert sends it back. Now Afton heads back the other way, past the red line, into the zone, deflected out in front by DeField. The Rockets heading back the other way, try to pass it up. Repa going after it. Malin Smith holding the line. Steps up, shot. Deflected left. Center pass. Rockets can't quite connect on that one. Again, Rockets in the corner. Flicks it up towards the center. Got two guys there, but can't get a shot off. Afton sends it around the boards. Malin Smith over, loses the blue line, but the field sends it back in for an offsides on the Rockets. Face off, sent back into Afton's zone. Check and taking the face off there, moving up to offense. Puck rolls right in front of the net, but the Rockets don't get a shot through. Mongi sends it around the boards, and then O'Hara sends it back in deep. Afton behind their own net sends it along the boards. Mongi steps up, shot, right in front of the net, no deflection though. Ing in the corner, she skates around the net, looks to center it. Mongi gets the pass at the point from Sedlacek, then he sends it back deep. Hansen in the corner. Afton back through the neutral zone, heading the other way. It's Mongi versus Afton. O'Hara catches back up quick. Fresh off a new line, Afton enters in and goes right to the puck and scores. With 8:15 left in the first period. It's going to bring in Salmons, English, DeBro, Boschert, and Brown at center. Face-off deflected backwards. And Boschert holds it in with the skate. Center pass. English sends it towards the neutral zone. And Afton gets another goal here early. I'm not sure what happened there. Everything kind of fell apart for the Rockets. Face-off controlled by the Rockets and then lost to Afton. Malin Smith moves through a couple guys and then loses the puck. The field back in their own Rocket zone. Puck goes back through the neutral zone. Rockets chasing after it. Rockets with somebody right in front of the net but can't connect. Malin Smith sends it back into the boards, corner of the boards. Shot from the top of the circle. Doesn't quite get through. And Malin Smith changes direction, heads back into the neutral zone. It's going to be offsides on Afton with 6:33 left in the first period. O'Hara and Mongian on defense. Hansen, Ing, and Sedlacek on offense. Shot can't quite get through. Over to O'Hara. Ing steps in to help out. As does Hansen. He comes out with the puck. He shoots. Puck bounced over the top. I thought it was going to go in, but then Afton comes out strong. Back the other way. It's O'Hara and Afton. O'Hara gets a stick on it. Slows everything down. Puck ends up getting back in front of the net. Shot by Afton, deflected out in front. And the puck's headed back the other way into Afton's zone, where they control the puck. They're heading back the other way now into the neutral zone. And Salmons and Brown. Salmons loses the puck. Afton gets a breakaway and scores again. I'm not sure if the clock even moved. I could have swore it was 6:33 when, yeah, now they're running it down. All right, looks like they took 3 minutes off the clock there for the clock not running during that last play. The field picks it up inside or outside the neutral zone, then takes it in, crosses the other blue line, passes it back to DeBro. DeBro takes a long, lofty shot that doesn't get through. English steps in. And that was DeBro, actually. Yeah, Rockets clear the zone. Try to bust through, but can't get it. The puck, Afton takes control again, sends it back deep, the field in the corner. The field sends it up to Boschert. Rockets can't seem to get control of the puck and get it out of the zone either. Afton right in front, sends it back to their point. Sedlacek gets a stick on it. Real Rockets trying to clear the zone. Lose it again. Afton sends it around. Oh, sends it on goal where Watson covers. Everybody gets a fresh line change with 1:58 left in the first period. Face-off controlled by Afton, sent back to the point, shot, deflected in front by Watson. English comes out with it. He's going to skate it out. Skates around one Afton guy. He's going to get a shot and does so, deflected by the Afton goalie out to the right. Afton picks it up again. Mongi holds the line. And then both offsides on the Rockets. Sullivan couldn't get quite back across the line in time. Sedlacek on the center. That center, face-off one. Brown takes it, skates around into the zone, sends it around deep. Picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan skates around a little bit, tries to center it, but intercepted by Afton. English able to hold the line there, sends it back. Brown right in front of the net. Brown shoots one high. His eyes got real big there. Sullivan again in the corner. Center pass, but it ends up in Afton's hands, who takes it back to the other side of the ice. Rockets come out with it. Pass up to Hansen. Hansen shoots wide left. Oh. And that'll end the first period. Rockets down 3-0. After the first period, Rockets have a lot to make up here, but there's still 2 periods of hockey left to play. O'Hara, Salmon's in on defense. Repa, O'Donnell, and Hansen in on offense. O'Hara sends it up to Repa. After O'Hara at the point, he sends it over to O'Donnell, who can't quite control the puck there. Nice hard pass, center pass, nope. Pass ends up behind the net. Repa's chasing after it. Afton ends up with the puck. Salmons can't quite hold the blue line. Afton with the cherry picker behind everybody. But O'Hara was there. O'Hara's heading fast the other way. He's got some space. He's looking to pass it. Center pass to Hansen. And then a little backhand pass by Repa, I think, or shot, I mean. Neither all go in the goal, though. Pass again centered. Salmon's over to it. Oh. Tries to send it deeper, but just can't quite get control of the puck there. Ends up behind him again. O'Hara getting back. Shot blocked a little bit by O'Hara's stick. Back to the point. Back to O'Hara. O'Hara sends it through, gets stuck at the red line though, and then offsides on Afton. .19 left in the second period. Face-off right outside the Afton zone here. Settle a check with the face-off. Brown and Boschert in on offense, and DeField and Malin Smith in on defense. Malin Smith skates over and slows it down, but not enough. They still get a shot that ends up going wide left. Another shot from the other point, right point there, but it's deflected out in front. Held again, another shot. Deflected by a couple of Rockets skates, but then back in Afton's hands in the corner. Afton still in control, tries to center it. Rockets end up with it. Settle a check, crosses through the zone, but again gets back checked there. DeField, Brown, and now Boschert. Boschert skates into the zone. He's got somebody in front of the net. It's Brown. He shinners it, but Brown misses the shot in the front of the net there. Afton back with it. Rockets lose the zone, back to DeField. DeField sends it across to DeBro. DeBro sends it up. Boschert's right there at the blue line, but can't enter the zone. Malin Smith smashes one down for icing. The Rockets change lines. Afton gets a new set of legs out there as well, with 8:51 left in the second period. Face off back to the other side of the ice. Mongi comes in on defense with English. Eng, DeBro, and Sullivan in on offense. Shot right in front, deflected by the Rockets. Rockets trying to get out of the zone. Sullivan sends it up to Eng. Eng loses it to Afton. Puck's bouncing around in the neutral zone. Sullivan comes away with it. He goes past the blue line. Skating, tries to skate through three Afton guys. DeBro right in front of the net, ready for a pass. English tries to pinch and then loses the puck. Mongi back here hanging out. Ing back checks. Mongi right in front of the net's able to deflect that. Another shot. Mongi dives. Shot ends up wide left. Puck ends up getting smashed all the way down the other side of the ice for icing on the Rockets. Face-off controlled by the Rockets. A little like a hook, but they didn't call it. O'Hara and Salmon's in on defense here. Salmon's cleared the net there well. Pass goes untouched by Afton. Now Repa's heading back the other way. He's got some space. Shot. Glove saved by Afton. Great shot by Repa. Glove save. And a cover. Gives us a face-off inside of Afton's zone down here. O'Donnell with the face-off. Hansen and Repa in on offense. Oh, Sanders. Skating. Oh, can't quite get control of the puck. Had a good opportunity there. O'Donnell with the puck. Skates in a circle, sends it. O'Donnell again. O'Hara tries to send it deep, gets deflected in front. O'Hara skates around a guy now. He's going to shake it for himself. He sends it towards the net. Can't get a solid. Rockets can't get a solid shot off here. O'Donnell in the corner again. Repa going over to help. O'Hara still has the puck. He's going to take it himself now. Little backhand shot. Repa was right there in front. He can't get it. The goalie blocks another shot. Pass right in front of the net. Rockets still can't connect. Sending it the other way. O'Hara in the neutral zone. He skates with it. He's got a chance here. He's got some offsides on the Rockets. O'Hara had a chance there to go down and score, but the Rockets are offsides with 5:58 left in the second. Brown with the face-off. Settle a check from Boschert. Malin Smith and DeField. And shot. Glove saved by Watson. He got outskated on that one. The Rockets trying to change the lines here. O'Hara goes in at center now. Looks like we changed lines and positions on that. The Rockets not sure who's playing what position. But they come out with the face-off. The coach is moving O'Hara up to offense now. Malin Smith in the corner. Pass up to the field. He loses it right in front of the blue line. Malin Smith skates through. He's got a chance. He shoots wide right. And then O'Hara runs over, gets the garbage shot, and shoots it in for a goal. Yeah, you could tell O'Hara was hungry. He wanted a goal really bad. He was going after it on every play. Coach moved him up to offense, and it paid off immediately. 5:11 left in the second period. Rockets got to start moving their feet. The Rockets definitely confused with these line changes. They're not sure who's playing offense and who's playing defense. English sends it to the neutral zone, through the neutral zone. Collected by Afton, who sends it back. Now Brown in the neutral zone. He centers it, but Sullivan wasn't there to take it. Now the other way, DeBro's got a chance, one-on-one here. He gets help from Brown, shot. Oh. Deflected out in front. Brown can't quite get there. Back to English. English sends it immediately. No deflection in front though. Shot goes wide left. Afton picks it up, sends it back into the neutral zone. Should be an icing on Afton. And it is, with 4:27 left in the second period. Rockets got a little bit of energy off that O'Hara goal. Let's see if they can keep that momentum moving forward. Face-off back down inside Afton's zone. Face-off controlled by the Rockets. Send it back in deep. O'Hara in again. English tries to pinch, can't get quite over there fast enough. The puck goes into the other zone. Mongi sends it up the ice a little bit. Got O'Hara right there. Boschert makes the pass. O'Hara's all by himself. Oh, now he's got somebody on him. And they're going to call a checking there, or boarding, tripping. Let's see, what do you call? 3:57 left, and the Rockets are going to get a power play here in the second period. Looks like they call boarding or checking. Timeout, Rockets. Whistle blown by the refs to end the timeout. Face-off down inside Afton's zone. Malin Smith, O'Hara back on offense, defense now. O'Donnell at center, Boschert and the field end. Back to Malin Smith, who misses it, loses the blue line. Sends it across the neutral zone. O'Hara tries to send it deep. Now he has to wait on his team. The Rockets hustling to get back. And the shot deflected by Watson. The Rockets headed back the other way now. O'Hara looking to do what he can do, see what he can do. He does center it to DeField. Oh, I'm sorry, he centers it to O'Donnell. Now DeField has it. DeField with the shot. Shot and score by DeField. All right, looks like the power play will be over now. 3:20 left in the second period. Rockets out now within one. That O'Hara goal shifted the momentum. DeField follows up with another goal here within a couple minutes. The Rockets lose the faceoff. Afton heading back the other way. The field, and Rockets are going to get called for a trip. Ing gets the tripping call there. It's going to give the Afton a power play now with 3:11 left in the second period. Face-off won by Afton. At the point, shot deflected off of Watson's chest right into his glove. Well, he'll cover. Rockets with 5 on it. 1 too many. Face-off inside Rocket zone, won by Afton. He point skates up, shot, ends up high on the left. Puck goes around the side, picked up by Repa. Repa sends it deep into the zone. Minute and 5 seconds left in the penalty kill. Hansen changes directions. Mongi just steps it up. Can't quite get there fast enough. Gets deflected out in front. Now it's English. They got a guy though. He's going fast. Puck ends up wide, but Afton's there. English battling in the corner. Shot ends up a little in front of the net. Not really a shot. Didn't touch anything. Now Afton steps up, shoots a wide right shot. Mongi's there trying to get it. And JoJo covers. The Rockets to get fresh legs on the ice now with 23 seconds left in the penalty kill. 2:03 left in the period. Salmons O'Hara in on defense. Oh, no offsides there. Afton gets everybody onsides and sends it deep into the zone. Picked up by Sullivan, who sends it back in the neutral zone. That's offsides on Afton this time. The minute 39 left. The penalty's been killed. Full strength both teams. Minute 39 left in the period. Face off. Won by the Rockets. O'Hara sends it into the neutral zone. Up to DeBro. DeBro sends it over to Brown. Brown's got all by himself. Shot. Ends up wide left. Puck is right in front of the Rockets' goal, or right in front of Afton's goal. They can't capitalize again. There's a little bit of a hook. Over to O'Hara, who sends it into the neutral zone to Brown. The Rockets can't get back. After a puck just kind of ends up back in the center of the ice, Afton rushed in, got a shot in the goal. Sedlicek, Repa. Sedlicek takes the face-off, wins it back to Malin Smith, who sends it towards the center of the ice. English, Malin Smith in on defense right now. To be icing on the Rockets. Hansen, Repa, and Sedlicek in on offense. Face off. Controlled by the Rockets. Malin Smith in the corner. Passes it up to Repa. Repa skates past the blue line, then loses the puck. Settle a check over on the corner or side of the boards. And Afton comes out with it again. Malin Smith here. Shot from the center line at the end of the period there. Ends up on net right as the period comes to an end. All right, the Rockets have just 12 minutes now to get 2 goals here to tie it up and another goal to win it. They played better in the second period, but kind of it fell apart closer to the end again. Just looked like they weren't skating as hard as they could be. Afton into the past the neutral zone, into the Rockets zone. O'Hara picks it up behind the net, sends it up to DeField, but Afton back to Malin Smith, who sends it through the neutral zone to O'Hara. Now Mongi sends it into the corner. Up to O'Hara. O'Hara. O'Hara to Boschert. So O'Hara with the assist, Boschert with the goal. Great shot by Boschert there. He was ready right in front of the net. That's what the Rockets got to do to get those goals back so they can win this game. 11:18 left in the game. DeField comes away with it. O'Hara in the corner. He tries to center it. Puck ends up going around. Back to Afton, heading the other way. O'Hara got a little bit of a stick on him, slowed him down. Now Malin Smith inside the Rockets zone. He sends it up to Boschert. Boschert skates it, passes it up to O'Hara. They got a chance here, and he shot and deflected out in front by Afton's goalie. Malin Smith comes in for a big clapper that misses. Afton's head back the other way. Saved by Watson. I don't know how the puck ended up over there that quick, but it went basically from the circle on net, saved by Watson, and covered. 10:24 left in the game. Face-off controlled by Afton. Back at the point for Afton. They pass over to the other point. He passes right back. He skates up and shoots it. And Salmons gets a skate on it. Now DeBro heading the other way. Getting caught up quick. Catch them quick. They're catching them quick. I mean, shot by Boschert. Takes a couple bounces and goes into the glove hand of the Afton goalie for a save with 9:59 left in the third period. Face off. Ing steps up. And then they lose the line. Salmon's skating after it. He gets a stick on it, but then Afton sends it into the zone. Ing skates after it. Salmons gets a stick on it. Now Salmon's behind the net. Salmons clears it into the neutral zone. Afton's right there. Now Brown. Brown's trying to get it into the zone. Now Ing again to DeBro. DeBro skates it up. DeBro skates around. He's going to get a shot here. He's tripped. There'll be a penalty on Afton here in a second. The Rockets still battling, and then Afton comes away to blow the puck dead. With 9:03 left, the Rockets are going to go on a power play here in the third. Face off, controlled by the Rockets. Now Afton gets it and it's heading back the other way. Monge gets a stick on it to slow everybody down. Now English. He skates it in the neutral zone up to O'Donnell, who skates it past. He's ready to get a shot here. He shoots it off the goalie, off the post, and over to the left. Afton now skating up into the neutral zone. Blows past English. It's Monge there. Oh, and Monge gets a stick out with a trip. That's going to give Rockets, he'll be even strength for about 49 seconds, and then the Rockets will be on a penalty kill then after that. Face off, controlled by Afton from the point. They pass from point to point. Shot. O'Hara's in front there, gets it into the neutral zone where Afton will have to clear. The field intercepts a pass. Battle in the neutral zone. 30 seconds left on even strength. And Malin Smith sends it to the other end of the ice. No icing. Afton behind their net. 13 seconds left in the even strength. Malin Smith tries to send it deep. And then Afton back the other way. No penalty. And Afton's now on a power play. For 26 more seconds. English sends it in deep. I think that was English. Actually, I'm not sure it was. Rockets send it deep. Sullivan, fresh off the bench, gets a shot that's covered by Afton. With 6:47 left. We're at full strength, both teams now. 6:47 left in the game. Afton's leading 4-3, as you can see. The Rockets desperately trying to find the energy here to get some more shots on net. Salmon's at the point, instant shot, deflected out in front. Another shot, deflected, and ends up wide left. English sends it deep real quick. English again sends it deep. Shot deflected out in front. Repa chasing after it. Now back over to the corner. Salmons goes over. Can't quite keep the blue line though. And Afton's heading the other way. English gets there first. But Afton finds a way to center it. Deflected out in front by Hansen. Hansen back to Afton again. Battle in front. English with the puck, flips it up, high stick called on Afton. Rockets going to get new line on the ice with 6:33 left in the game. Afton decides to keep all their guys in. Salmon's Ingen on defense. Ing steps up and tries to send it towards the net right there. Brown's in front. I don't think that was Brown. Ing sends it back deep again. Back to Ing again. And sends it around. It was Brown. We got Brown and Sedlicek. Then they lose the zone. Brown skates around. He sends it up to Bro. Nope, that was Sedlicek. Now Ing. No, Brown. Brown in the neutral zone sends it up the boards. Afton collects it in the corner. The Bro chases after it. The Bro, good back check stick. Afton comes away with it in the neutral zone. Ing gets another stick on it and holds everything up. Afton collects the puck again. It's going to be offsides on the Rockets. Puck kind of was bouncing around a little bit. 5:20 left in the third period. Face off won by the Rockets. The Rockets right in front of the net. Trying to pound a puck in the net, but can't quite get it. Just keeps bouncing out in front. Another shot towards the net, and that's covered by the Afton goalie. With 4:57 left in the third. Malin Smith O'Hara on defense. Malin Smith steps up, sends it over to O'Hara. O'Hara steps up, shot, deflected out in front by Sullivan. Now Sullivan, Rockets behind the net, try to send it. It's deflected again by Afton. Now DeField. He sends it to Sullivan, back to DeField. DeField centers it. Bosher was right there, but couldn't get the puck to drop. DeField. Shot deflected. O'Hara now in the corner. O'Hara centers it. Great job by Bosher keeping it inside the blue line. It's almost a dive. The Rockets right in front of the net with all kinds of opportunity here. Bosher now flips one back. Now Afton comes away with it. They're headed the other way. Malin Smith chases after it. It's icing on Afton. Going to bring the puck all the way back to the other side of the ice. 3:49 left in the game. Again, Afton up by 1 goal. The Rockets working to keep it in that zone. Trying and have been getting some good shots. See if they can keep it up for the rest of the game. Shot wide in the left. English skates over to keep the blue line. Afton comes away with it. That's a hook. Great play there. The Rockets had a chance there, but couldn't quite put it together. Now English sends it towards the net. Deflected out in front. Now Hanson's looking for it. O'Donnell and Hanson. And then the Rockets lose it to the other side of the ice. This will be icing on Afton. And they'll blow the whistle dead. 2:53 left in the third period. The Rockets probably going to pull their goalie here in the next minute and a half or so. Face-off's going back down to the other side of the ice. Off of the icing. Let's settle a check on the draw. Sends it over, but then Afton gets the puck in the corner. English can't quite hold the blue line. Afton's going the other way. Pete skates hard and makes a play there. Keeps him from getting through for another opportunity. Settle a check in the corner. Center pass. Monge sends it back to the corner. Center pass again. English this time with it. Now Brown. Brown skates into the neutral zone. Brown loses an edge there or something. Now English sends it towards the net. Settle a check in the corner again. DeBro. Puck back in front of the net. Then the Rockets lose the zone. It's going to be icing on the Afton again. A minute 10 left. Minute 10 left in the game. They just changed the clock, I think. Minute 10 left. I think they ran the score down a little bit. Now the Rockets have pulled their goalie. Face off inside of the zone, inside of Afton's zone. It's going to be 6-on-5 for the last minute and 10 seconds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. O'Hara sends it back into the zone after everybody gets cleared. Sullivan tries to square up. It's deflected out in front. Again, Sullivan in the corner. He shoots one towards the net. Goes right in front of the goal. Salmon sends it deep. Center pass. Oh, and they score! Not sure who got the goal there, but the Rockets scored with just 36 seconds left in the game. That was a team effort there. Everybody kept it in. And the Rockets come away with a goal to tie it. 36 seconds left in the game. These boys like to make it close. And Watson back in on net.
36 seconds! Go let's score!
The Rockets get it out of the zone again. The field skating with it. Now Sullivan. Almost get a chance. 14 seconds left in the game. Afton comes away with it. They head into the neutral zone. They shoot it. 4 seconds left. Oh, and the Rockets come away with a tie, which you might think is nothing to celebrate, but I think that they probably should celebrate that tie. They didn't play the greatest game. They'd previously beaten this team, I think 5-0. First time they played, or 4-0. So Afton had a great showing. Rockets, not the best showing, but came together in the end there to tie the game. I'll be in Fenton in about an hour for our 14U game there. If anybody wants to tune in and watch 14U hockey, it's versus Lady Liberty, so no checking if you care to determine which games you watch, whether or not you can check or not. But we'll see everyone there, and thanks a lot.